I don't have a countdown, so I'll just see
Yeah, me,
here.
me neither. Me neither. Mine's I just cut mine right to live. I'm just waiting a second because usually it takes like 5 seconds to catch up. All right, guys, we are here with the Stranger Things finale, the final review. This is it. There's no more Stranger Things reviews to do. This is the final one. Um. So this is it. This is. It's been a long journey of Stranger Things reviews and countdown streams and videos, but it's all over, and today is the final review. So we're gonna go obviously be jumping right into spoilers. So if you haven't watched Stranger Things the last episode yet, make sure you go watch it and then come back and watch this after. I'm currently sick right now. If I have a weird voice, that is why. But and we are here with the one and only the legend Spider Mac.
What's up?
Yep, the Stranger Things expert. Literally, the most Stranger Things knowledge in the world potentially is what I think. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it, Mac. What were your thoughts of the final episode?
Um, like, should we just give it our rating right now,
Not
or
a
like,
rating. I think let's wait for a rating,
okay,
but just thoughts. Like, what were you just start spitballing anything you have on your mind about the final episode?
okay, the ending was like perfect.
Yep.
Like, if you started watching it before like this year, it was perfect.
Hmm.
Um, it's getting a lot of hate because they like
Is it?
won the battle too
Hmm.
quick,
Yeah.
and they don't like how they built up like all the villains, and then they all just like got destroyed.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like most people aren't looking at it like the other seasons. They
Hmm.
didn't know like what they were going up against, and then
Yeah.
in season 5, the whole time skip we didn't get, they were just preparing for it.
Hmm.
So it's like they had prep time. They're not going into this blind like season 3 against that mind flayer, or
Yeah.
like,
That's not a complaint for me for sure. To be
yeah,
honest with you.
no, yeah,
And I get it. I get that it felt so easy how like everything. But that's how the show's always been like that. Because there was
yeah,
a moment when I was watching it when Vecna was on the two thing, right? And he was dead and Joyce is hitting him with the axe and I was like I
yeah,
was a moment where I was like, well that kind of sucks. Like but then I thought about it, I'm like, but this is how Stranger Things has always been. Right? Stranger Things has never been a show about like where they never succeed. Like that's what this is and that's what it should have
yeah,
been. It ended perfectly. At least that part, ended so good. They did
yeah,
such a good job with it. Them winning the fight. The only person at that point that didn't make it was eight was Kali and I don't know. I thought that they did a really good job. So I'm surprised people are complaining about that online. It's like that's what the show's always been. The show's always been that the team wins. They successfully get the job done. You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
did
I don't.
people want? People wanted them to lose to the big
Yeah,
monster thing.
I guess it took too. They did it too fast, and no one got hurt or died. And I'm like, why would you want that
I think
anyways?
the pacing was good. Do you think it was too
Yeah,
fast?
no, no. I think there was like a moment. I think like an hour in where I'm like, okay, something's gonna happen.
Hmm.
But I don't know if we should. I just spoil.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
give
No,
them
jump right
spoilers.
into spoilers, guys.
So
If you
like,
are here watching this and you haven't watched the Stranger Things, you got to leave. Leave now.
so like the I was expecting after the battle, since there was so much chunk left, for something to happen,
Yeah,
and of course it did. 11
yeah,
sacrificed
yeah.
herself, but that was the only pacing thing that I really have a problem with. But I thought it was good.
I mean,
I thought the pace, yeah,
I thought it was more than good. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But I will say this. I will say that I get people complaining online because I feel like they're gonna try to find something to complain about. Obviously, like it's the
yeah,
internet. So that's
yeah,
good. That's a good reason to complain that you felt that the pacing was a little bit off. That the fight, at least that last battle scene, maybe happened a little too fast.
yeah,
You know what happened to me is when after that battle scene was done, and again Joyce is hitting Vecna with the axe. I remember I like clicked up and to like see how much time was left, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of time left in this episode. Like
yeah,
there was like over half an hour, I think, at that point of episode left. I was like, wait, what? How is that even
yeah.
possible? What else is gonna happen here? Like it's just wrap it up now, you know? But they did so that last half an hour was like the best
It
half an
was,
hour in Stranger
yeah,
Things history potentially. The way
yeah.
that
It was
11
perfect.
disappears and you don't see her get hit by a truck or like because that's what I was waiting. And when I was watching, I was like, oh no 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 no! I was waiting for something to come fly by and just hit her, like a
Yeah,
um. But the way she just kind of vanishes off like that is just so well done, dude. Like
yeah.
these guys don't they
It's
didn't
so
disappoint.
open ended that
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah,
Like her. you can either decide to believe that
Yeah.
she's still there,
Hmm.
or you cannot.
Hmm.
So it's like,
And I feel like I listen. The Sopranos did that with like at the end of the show, the last episode, it was all the whole family in a bar, and like a guy walks in and then the screen just cuts to black. So everyone's like, people speculate like maybe he's a hitman and he walked in, but it wasn't like enough. You should have heard like a bang or like something like
yeah,
sirens going off. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I think they did a good job with that 11 like farewell, so good. And I'll be honest, I got to admit when I'm wrong. I said that if 11 did that, I was gonna hate it and I wasn't gonna like it, but they did it way better than I thought. Like that
yeah,
was so good, and I was like, no, stop! Like somebody throw her back in. You know what I mean? Like I was screaming, like, come on, no, don't do it.
yeah.
But dude, like so well done, man. So freaking well done.
Yeah.
Do you have any complaints at all throughout the last
Um,
episode?
honestly, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. There is one complaint. Um, I feel like they kind of just brought Callie back to just kind of be like they had this in season 2. They had this storyline. It didn't
Yeah.
go good. They brought it back to season 5, and then she lasted one episode just to get killed off. Like that was, I feel like them kind of ending that
Mm-hmm. I liked
that
it. I can't even
storyline.
lie. I thought that was the best way to do it.
Yeah,
You had this character that you didn't like. There was a moment there where I was like, "Don't shoot!" When she was pointing the gun at Hopper, I was like, "Don't do it! Please don't do it! Don't do it!"
yeah,
Because I kept thinking in my head, "This is it. It ends. Right, Hopper's over right here. It's done."
yeah,
Like I was just waiting to hear bang. You know what I mean? The suspense was so good. Like that moment for me was so good because I was like, Hopper's talking to Elle, having this like heart to heart, and literally all I hear, I mean, all I'm thinking is, we're gonna hear a bang any second now. You know what I mean? And she
yeah,
didn't do it, but I think it went. That's how it should have done. Kali as a character was great. For that, like that was the perfect like story arc for her to just be like, and then also maybe they only added her back to leave that open ended bit at the end where she was still alive and she helped 11. But I went
yeah.
back and rewatched Kali dying and she was dead, dude. Like at the end, she wasn't alive.
Well,
So
here's my thing with that. Everyone like believes and thinks like Callie actually did it, but I think like it was hint like we saw Vecna use Callie's powers against her,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So like, what's to say 11 did do the same thing?
Hmm.
Because Callie even said that 11's more like 1 than anyone else.
Yeah.
So she easily could have been like, "Oh, I could do that too," and then
Yeah.
did it. And
I,
then
that's great. That's a good theory. That's a good point.
when she enters the mine with like Will or not
Yeah.
Will, Mike,
Hmm.
she never nosebleed after doing that.
Yeah, because she was just
She
it
did.
wasn't actually her there. It was an illusion.
Yeah.
That's another. See, you're good at these things, man. Like, how did you even pick that up?
I don't know.
That's really good. But hey, let's be
rewatched it,
honest.
like,
That
2,
could just
3
be
times.
bad work on the directors or whatever.
That
Because
is true.
they've messed up a
They've
few
been-
times in this season, buddy.
Yeah.
But that
I guess
Marvel's
that
ice
is
cream
another
shop
complaint.
slash hardware store, you
Yeah.
know,
That's another
that's
complaint, I guess.
that's a huge like I don't know, man. I really wish they would have just cleaned that up a little bit.
Or
It would've
maybe
been
it
nice
does,
for them
but
too.
like, I don't know.
I would say the red lever thing. I'm not that mad
That-
about that.
Yeah, no,
'Cause,
that's
yeah,
that's
it's
just a
that's like the
tiny
underarm
detail.
thing with Holly. Remember how like there was the
Yeah,
people
and
were
they
complaining
fixed
about
it.
it? Yeah,
It's
that's the
out
same
of the
thing as that. Like
show.
it's just an honest mistake. It's fine. It happens, right?
Yeah.
But
When you're filming
that
for what 3-4 years, there's gonna be something you miss.
I agree. Yeah, for sure. I think the ice cream slash hardware shop controversy. I guess we can call it. That was bad. I think that's pretty
That's
bad.
valid.
Like how did we as fans realize that, and you guys as writers did not realize that?
Yeah,
You know, you got to clean stuff like that up. I feel like because maybe they wanted to do that. I don't even want to be that guy, but maybe they wanted to freaking make us speculate and be like, look back and at the Henry play. That was an ice cream shop, and then
Yeah.
when Joyce was there, it was a hardware shop. So, but
yeah, I
so-
don't know.
Now,
I guess that's another complaint, but that
Mhm.
was earlier on. But
Is that it? You got any other complaints about this last episode?
the last episode, honestly, no, they did it so like they closed
Yeah.
everyone's chapter off so well
Mhm.
that it was like you don't have anything to complain about other
Yeah.
than the only complaint that's maybe somewhat valid is that no one got hurt or anything.
Yeah, that was
not even-
going to be one of my questions. I was going to ask you is what do you think about the fact that basically 2 people died?
The only complaint I have about that is specifically Will, because he
Yeah.
was so connected, and I
Mhm.
thought, I thought when he got impaled, it was gonna pan to Will, and he was just gonna be lying dead on the floor. But it didn't. I mean, that's a little like weird. I don't know.
I'm honestly okay with it. I'm very very okay with the fact that no one had died and
Yeah,
it still
I'm
turned
fine
out
with.
as amazing and epic as it was.
Yeah,
If it again, if it was like if I had stuff to complain about, like I didn't like it, I thought it was bad, then sure, then maybe I could say like, hey, if more people died, it would have been better. But it turned out great. So why
yeah,
did people need to die? Why did anyone else need to die if it turned out amazing?
yeah. I
They
don't know.
wrapped everything up perfectly, so I'm okay with that. But going into this, like before we had watched the last episode, if you asked me, I would have said, dude, everyone's dying. I would have said
Yeah.
for sure, Steve, Dustin, and like I
Oh, that
love the.
Steve scene.
Oh, I
I
know.
hated that.
Which one? When
I
he fell
hated
off the
that.
thing?
Yeah,
Dude, that I was about to mention
but
that.
they
They
did it
tricked
so
us.
perfectly.
They did,
To
but
where-
if you think about it like this, that they kind of tricked us because they've been
Yeah.
telling us everyone's gonna die, it's gonna be tragic and horrible. There was like 3 moments where I was like, okay, Steve's dying. In that moment, I was like, it's over, he's dead, and they did it so good, where they knew that us as fans were going into this thinking everyone was gonna die. So
Mhm.
time moved in slow motion there. I was like, he's dead, and then
Mhm.
Jonathan freaking grabs him, dude. Like, and then the same thing
That
with
was-
Dustin. Remember when Dustin's on the
Yeah.
floor and the thing's coming? I was like, oh, there goes Dustin. And then
Yeah.
Lucas goes and saves him.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you were saying something about the Steve scene. What were you saying about it?
They did it like so perfect. Like,
Mhm.
as- if anyone else would have saved him, it would have been like, okay, that was good. But they had Jonathan saved him, and that like, I don't know, that like finished their friendship. Not because they're not friends, like
Yeah.
apparently, but they.
Well, in that
closed
moment they
arc
weren't. At
between
that moment they
them two.
weren't. on.
Yeah. But like they closed the arc between those two characters in that scene, I feel like. And it was
Mhm.
just it was so good.
Yeah, me too. And you know what? I think you should know me by now. When I was watching that, I was like, do I fast forward this? Like, it just
Yeah.
seemed like, wait, you're wasting my time here. Like, this could have been wrapped up into like a 1-minute conversation. It felt like 5 minutes. It could have been, and I know you, as someone, you like that stuff, like where it's,
Mhm.
a little bit more talking and dialogue. For me, I was like, this is too long. Like, okay, we get it. You guys are friends. Cool. Let's get back to what's going on, guys. Like there's kids locked up. You guys are walking, having a sweet conversation. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was
Oh.
like, ugh, it was annoying.
One other complaint, I guess, is they did so good at, the open-ended endings, like with Elle and then like what everyone else was doing, because they showed us scenes, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I kind of wanted to know like what the military was doing afterwards. How'd Hopper become chief and like everyone's okay with it?
Yeah.
Dr. Owens, like
Yeah, that's
he
what I seen.
alive?
That's what I seen online. Literally, as soon as I was done watching, I was scrolling IG, and that was the first thing I seen. What happened with him? He just
yeah.
disappeared. Okay, so I will say this: that I'm okay with that because they have a certain amount of time. Obviously, it was a 2-hour episode, right?
Mhm.
So they have to make sure they're they're not wasting too much time on stuff. They couldn't explain probably why Hopper got chief.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there, that there was some certain things I guess they had to like kind of pick and choose what they wanted to do and what they didn't want to do. So,
Yeah.
but I agree with you. I feel like it would have been nice to know with the military for sure. Like what happened is the military.
They just,
what do
like-
yeah.
I don't, like I was the only thing that I have to complain about the military being open-ended is like, did they just let all these kids and families just go, like Will and Mike?
Yeah, I
and
feel like
all
they
them?
committed
They
some
were so
serious
involved.
crimes.
Yeah,
Like Hopper should
like-
should be in jail, maybe even if this was real life. You know what I mean? For
Exactly.
stuff that he was doing.
well, even in like what happened to Derek's family? Like they were drugged and just left, and now he's playing in the basement of the family who did it. Like,
Oh yeah. We
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
what happened to them after the first volume.
yeah, it was.
And one thing I seen online that literally made me laugh out loud because it was so stupid and true is Holly. Holly is literally when she got taken by Henry and she's inside of the Creel house or whatever, and she's dancing around, and it's like literally an hour ago your mom just got freaking mutilated. Like,
Yeah.
what happened? You know what I mean? You're dancing around, playing music, playing dress up, and it's like, bro, literally an hour ago. Your mom,
Yeah.
you've seen your mom get eaten by a Demogorgon, dude, and you're sitting here dancing around, farting around. It's so funny. When I seen that, I was dying of laughter. I'm like, it's so true. How is she over here dancing and having a good time when it's like, but that's not volume. That's volume 1 talk, I guess. So we got to ignore the volume 1 talk.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, too many open endings isn't really a complaint because it's kind of up to you how you want to view, which isn't a bad thing. I mean,
No,
it
it's
could have
not.
been
It's not.
worse.
It's definitely not. No. I kind of like that. I kind of like where I'm not just told that no, Eleven's dead. Like imagine if that's what it was. Like, like no, she didn't make it, dude. She's
Yeah.
gone for good. Like
You
no,
guys
I
can
don't like
like
that. Yeah.
end the show now.
Yeah. I like the ability of being able to like and dude, remember when they were playing D&D or whatever, Dungeons and Dragons at the end? And then
Yeah.
like they're done or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh my god, we can cast a spell to bring back the sorcerer or whatever," right? Dude,
Yeah.
when that happened, I literally got goosebumps. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, there's such good writing, dude. We all think
It was
11's done,
perfect.
and then they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're like, "Wait a sec, there's a spell where you could, bring back the sorcerer, whatever it was. Not a sorcerer, but you know what I mean, right? The mage
Yeah.
or whatever."
Yeah. No. Yeah. It
Dude,
was
so well
perfect.
done, man. Holy. And then
Them
Mike's
putting
like,
up
"No, you
their
can't do it. You can't do it." And then all of a
yeah.
sudden he's like, "And then out of nowhere,"
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That
good,
was.
man.
that was-
So good.
Oh, and then I don't know if you caught this detail or if you've seen it online, but
Mhm.
in season 4, Eddie described how he would get his diploma and how he would walk,
Yeah,
and that's
I seen that.
exactly
Yes,
what
I seen that. Yeah.
Henderson.
He
Yeah.
literally says I would flip off the principal and grab my diploma. That's literally what Dustin does.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
really good writing. It's really good, like good for them to bring stuff like that back, dude. It was so
Yeah.
so well done, man. I will say this though, that I wish that his speech was a little bit more like I don't know. I just wish he mentioned like a little bit more of the stuff that happened. It was kind of vague about like but I don't know. It
Yeah.
would just been nice to him to be like talk about what happened. You know what I mean? Instead
Yeah.
of just
Yeah.
being vague about it, it would have been nice to be like 11 didn't make it out and blah blah blah. But it was still good. It was okay. That's not a real complaint. It's just it would have been nice to see that.
Yeah.
How about crying? Where did you cry? I know for a fact you
Um,
cried at least 5 times.
I okay. So basically,
Hmm.
I cried like a lot.
Yeah, I knew it. I
In
was
the
watching
ending,
scenes and be like, this got. I was thinking to myself, Matt cried over this for sure.
yeah. Purple Rain scene, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't.
How about when Mike and 11 were
Oh,
talking
when they
in the void?
I
or
think
whatever?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
the most I did
Mhm.
was when they started to play Landslide.
Mhm. Wait, what's that?
That's-
Landslide?
The song that played after the time skipped, and we see
Oh,
everyone
okay, gotcha. Yeah.
like after
Yeah.
everything happened.
Yeah.
It was just like I don't know, just closing out
Mhm.
the series that I started. It was I don't know. I cried for different reasons, like
Dude,
just the
yeah.
show ending because I each season happened to drop when I like moved
Mhm.
to different places. So this was like my therapy show, and now it's like done. But
Yeah, but it's not really done. Let's be honest.
oh yeah, no, I
Like
I
these characters are done, but the Duffer
Yeah.
Brothers are that energy, that vibe. It's like Quentin Tarantino movies. I know you're probably still too young for that, but like that vibe is there through everything he ever makes. And I'm telling you, the next project they work on, you're gonna have that same vibe. It's gonna bring back nostalgia. Even if they did a show about the future, they do a show that's based in year 3000 or whatever, right? It's still
Yeah.
gonna have their same style, and it's gonna bring back nostalgia. And they're not done. Trust me, those guys are not done. But even that being
No,
said,
they're-
they are doing the anime show, right?
Yep.
That's supposed to be between what 3 and 4, season 3 and 4, I believe, or is it 2 and 3? The anime
two
show's
and 3.
yeah, it's supposed to be between that it's 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Is it 2 and 3? Yeah, it is 2 and 3.
It's
Yeah,
2
you're
and
right.
3.
Yep. So I mean, there's still gonna be other stuff to look forward to in terms of Stranger Things, but
And the spinoff.
the
spinoff's
spinoff,
gonna be really good.
yeah. I mean, but
Do you
what's
know
the
what's
spinoff
about
gonna?
yet?
No, but I heard it has nothing to do with any character. Has nothing to do with the Upside Down. What do you know?
I don't know. Okay, so what I know, this is me. So the Duffer Brothers said that there's gonna be a hit. Like, a tiny detail, and people are gonna notice it, and that's gonna be the spinoff. And the hidden detail was Hopper saying that he got a job in Montauk, New York.
Oh, that's the
For
Montauk thing.
yeah, and
The
I
real
think
story.
the spinoffs. Yeah, I think the spinoffs actually gonna be why the sheriff position is open.
Hmm.
Like, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like I think that sheriff like saw too much or something, and that's gonna be the series. Like, we're still gonna have
So
like
Montauk is the real town where this happened in real life. Because if you guys don't know, Stranger Things, the idea is based on supposed true events. Like
Yeah.
an employee from this place in Montauk, government facility, lost his job and basically just spilled the beans and said, "Guys, what was happening in here was not good. They were doing tests on children, and one of the children was so powerful that she created a rift, or they created a rift, to another dimension." So that's the Duffer Brothers took that idea and made Stranger Things. So you're
Yeah.
saying that the new show potentially could be about that,
Yeah.
or about
I don't think
something about the sheriff, how he lost his job and it
Yeah.
evolving. I don't know, but I didn't realize that when you said it right now. I realized it, but when I was watching yesterday, I didn't realize. So Hopper says, the job I'm getting is in Montauk or whatever it's called." He says that.
Yeah, he says Montauk, New York.
Oh, dude, that's such good writing. They literally, because everyone
And
was
now-
always making videos about this, and they're like, the Duffer Brothers never mentioned that it's about that, but we're,
Well,
that's a
The original
confirmation.
title for Stranger Things was
was supposed to
Montauk.
be Montauk, yeah.
And
yeah.
well, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure that's what the spinoff is.
No, but even
there
if
was
you're not,
no
I'm not.
other
You're-
details.
The fact that you said that is good because I didn't even realize that where Hopper is going to go with Joyce is in
Yeah.
Montauk, aka the town where this actually happened in real life, or potentially, allegedly. Honestly, that's dope. That is so freaking good writing again, man. For them to throw that in there, so good. But no, you could think of some other ideas, I believe, that
A spinoffs
of the
with
spin-offs, yeah.
little details. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be about Hopper because they said on an interview that just got released,
it
I
won't.
think
Yeah,
today,
it won't be.
it
with
won't be any
Hopper.
characters. No characters will be.
Yeah.
No. So if it is, it'd be about a sheriff in Montauk and why he got fired is your idea.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
has nothing to do with anything Hawkins or.
I think it's gonna be like basically Stranger Things, but if like Dr. Brenner got his way.
Yeah.
Like.
Hmm.
Like just the opposite. Like there was no happy endings in the spinoff.
Okay.
Like, the sheriff lost his job, potentially got killed.
Yeah.
This is what's going on there.
But
Kids are
that's
trying
not
to
their
escape.
style. Now that, like I said, I
Yeah.
realized that yesterday while watching this, and you need to realize this too. That's not the Duffer Brothers style. Their
Yeah.
style is not sad endings and the team fails. Like they did that for one. I mean, maybe it was just a volume they did that. I remember there was one failure that happened, but I think it was at the end of a volume, right? Where the team failed and they maybe I don't know whatever.
Volume.
But
I guess volume 1 when they took when Vecna took kids.
no, I'm talking about it wasn't this season. No, I think it was. I mean, I guess Hopper at the end of season 3. That was
And
kind of a
season 4's ending when they didn't kill Vecna and then the gates opened.
yeah, true. Well, that's what I'm thinking of. There you go. That was a big failure, right?
Yeah.
They messed up huge there. So okay, now I want to talk about I guess more complaints that I have. Okay, so my biggest complaint is the fact that Will and Cully both were not being like affected by Vecna or whatever. Again, not complaints. Sorry, I shouldn't say complaints. These are more just theories I had that disappointed me that they're not true. Because I thought for sure Will was like being like secretly controlled by Vecna, not so like he broadly or whatever. And same with Kali, I thought she was too. Those are theories I had that were wrong. And again, I'm an idiot for even thinking that. Just like my theories about everyone dying.
Yeah.
Your theory, by the way, was spot on to the point when I seen it, I went, "Oh shit." Mac had a theory that Hopper was going to be watching 11 in the deprivation tank and that Vecna was going to come in. Well, we knew that from the trailer anyway. But that his theory was that when Vecna was there, Vecna was going to make Hopper have a vision of his daughter. I forget her name. Sarah, right? And dude, it happened. I mean, Mac was a little more specific. He got a little bit more dark, his predictions. But even that, the fact that you nailed that was so good, bro. Like that's very, very good thinking. You know what I mean? But have you went back recently? Because I saved a few. I might even like pull them up one day on stream or something and watch them on stream. But if you went back and watched people's theories about this season, the ones that have been right,
No.
I'll send you some, dude. It's creepy. There's a guy who predicted everything, and his video had 200 freaking likes, had nothing on it, dude. And he predicted everything, everything, Mac. Like I'm telling you, it's nuts. There's 2 people I found so far. Because I'm thinking I might do something with it. I might make a video and be like, guys, these 2 small creators legit predicted the whole finale. You know what I mean? And you know me, I'm not an idiot. I went and checked what the date they were posted and has
Yeah.
anything been edited. Because, you know, there's tricks where you can, like, change the dates of the way things are posted and stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, dude, I was like, there's no way. But one of the guys, like, predicted everything. He's like, this thing here is a spider that's going to come to life. Vecna's controlling it, and you know the final scene's gonna happen in this. 11's gonna be like, just dude, spot on. So I think that's a good thing for people to do. If you guys are bored, go look at like Stranger Things creators and try to see who got predictions right and wrong. Because all of mine were wrong. I'll admit it. I got literally nothing right. My prediction video was garbage. I was thinking about deleting it. Literally, I'm like, bro, this thing was so wrong. Oh my god, man. But did you have any other predictions you want to mention that got right? Because I kind of forget. You had a lot yesterday. I just can't remember which ones you had.
Mine was like, I wouldn't say I got it right, but
Which one?
like, that I said they were gonna kill Vecna, and then the Mind Flayer is gonna be the villain.
Yeah.
But I mean, not really.
No, not even close. In my opinion, no.
Yeah,
It's not
no.
what happened. It was weird. The Mind Flare was the big spider thing? Am I getting this
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I thought the Mind Flare was like a big shadow thing, so I don't really know. Can you explain
Yeah,
that?
I guess that's another thing that was kind of open ended. Like all the kids were still barfing up Mind Flayer particles.
Yeah. So
And
is the
like,
Mind Flare still around?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But okay, so there's a couple things I do want to get to before we wrap it up, okay? So number 1, when the kids let me think about this. Shit. Okay, so when Will was talking to Vecna and Vecna was in the cave having the flashback, that moment where Vecna for a split second was
He
like a
almost-
norm. Yeah, that
Yeah.
moment was so good, dude. Because I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, did I really even want Vecna to be a good guy? And he's like, no, I wanted to do this shit. Remember when Will's like, he
Yeah.
didn't do it, he made you do it, and he's like, no, that was such good writing again, dude. Because for a split second
Just
there, I'm
for a
like,
second, you could
Yeah,
see it. You were
yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know. It was
For-
good.
for a split second there, I was like, oh, dude, Vecna's gonna end up being a good guy, and he was being controlled the whole time, and he's not really a bad guy, right?
Well, I think it's just the Mind Flayer who goes
Mhm.
after weak kids, and I think Henry was the
Was it-
weakest out of all of them.
Yeah, but Henry also went out of his way to touch that rock and smash that guy's head. So was the Mind Flare already making Henry do this stuff? Do you have the answer to that?
No, I think.
But is there a definitive answer, or are you just speculating?
Nah, this is just speculation. I think it.
So in the play,
it was his life or the guy's laying right there, but
No,
in
but
the
but even
play-
to open the thing and touch the rock, like he
Yeah.
was being a mischievous little rascal, dude.
yeah,
know what I
he
mean?
was.
Bro, if you got shot in the head as a kid, you're not gonna run at the guy and start fighting him as a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
You're gonna run the other way. You know what I mean? You see a guy bleeding in a cave as a kid. What do? You're walking up to it. Come on, dude. You're running for your
no.
life as soon as you walk into a dark cave and there's a guy bleeding there with a gun. So I mean,
Yeah.
Henry was already up to no good, dude.
I'm trying to. I need to
I-
rewatch the play,
it's-
but
Yeah, I genuinely
Basically-
think that the Mind Flare to answer my own question, I don't think the Mind Flare was controlling Henry until he touched that rock in the briefcase.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Up till
100%,
that
yeah.
point, it was his own free will. So, another thing I want to talk about, an epic moment, okay, that literally made me scream out loud again.
I know what one you're gonna say.
Go, what is it?
I think is it when Elle comes to Dimension X and it's just her and the huge Mind Flayer thing.
Yeah,
Or no?
that's
It is?
that's not it, but that was another moment where I was like, yes.
Just her running straight for it was
the
so
the moment
cool.
when they're all getting chased by it and Dustin, the thing almost kills Dustin and Lucas saves him, and then all of a sudden you just see a huge rock come and smack it in the head or whatever happened.
Oh,
so
I do
good.
have one complaint.
Hold on, let me say though, okay? So that's not the moment that was the most epic moment for me. That was the second most epic moment when 11 smacks that thing in the head and saves the group. and everyone
Yeah.
looks over, and she's there just standing there, so badass. But
Yeah.
it was when 11 was fighting Vecna, and Vecna goes like this to grab 11, and the hand stops, and it's Will controlling freaking Vecna, dude. That was
Yeah.
so good, man. Oh my god, dude. Because in that moment, I was like, what's
Oh,
gonna
and then
happen
he rips
here?
off
Like,
his arm. Oh,
yeah, he
so
demolishes him,
fire.
dude. Will literally demolish Vecna there in the most gangster way ever. And the way that Vecna was about to grab Bell, then stopped, and I'm like, what? And then so
Yeah.
good, dude, so good. I gotta go rewatch that scene again. I think that's the most badass scene from this episode.
Yeah.
Okay, you said you had a complaint though. What was it?
Okay.
It was about when the kids were running around the mind flare.
No.
Was that okay? But why is
Um,
it called a mind flare if it's a big spider? Why, I don't understand. It makes no sense.
Oh, it's just the mind flare was
The
from
name
the
for it?
kids.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like just a comparison through D&D.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Because when I thought mind flare, I thought like the shadowy thing, and then it's a real spider with
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my biggest complaint, and I don't want to say this because I know you're gonna agree, and it's gonna kind of make you mad too.
Okay.
And maybe you've already thought about this.
Okay.
But like, there was no like, we even got told that Vecna was the 5-star general in season 4.
Yeah.
And the whole final battle, not one Demogorgon, Demogorgon bat, Demodog, none of them showed up.
Yeah.
And that's their planet. Like,
Mhm.
it's confirmed that Dimension X is their planet.
Yeah.
And
That-
they were just nowhere to be seen. I don't know.
I agree. Yeah, I thought obviously everyone thought that when you're watching it, you're like, wait a sec, why is this so deserty? There's no wildlife.
Yeah,
There's no life
I
here.
thought during one of the conversations, a Demogorgon was straight up just gonna jump out and start attacking them.
Yeah, but I think that's the only way that scene would have worked. Like it's a boss fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. It would have got a lot more. It would have got a lot more. You know, technical. I don't know. It's just. I guess I'm happy that they didn't do that, Mac. To be real with you, dude, I'm kind of happy that they didn't do that because how annoying would it have been if like. I don't, it was just so satisfying, dude, that I can't complain about it, man. I can't. How am I going to complain about it? They did such a good job. Like,
good.
you know, if a Demogorgon came running out and freaking, you know, swiped Lucas or, you know, took the flare gun from Mike.
Yeah.
That moment when Nancy was shooting the thing and is stuck in the corner and she's reloading and shooting the thing, I was like, when is the flare gun gonna come? Like I knew a flare was gonna come flying any second. It was kind of predictable, but I don't think the flare. Something else came. Someone threw like a Molotov cocktail or something.
I think it was.
It
no,
wasn't the flare because I remember Mike's first time shooting the flare was when Lucas threw gasoline.
Oh, it was
on it.
Jonathan's flamethrower.
That's what it was. Exactly, it was the flamethrower. But I was waiting. I was like, "Where's the flare?" Because it would have been so good for her to be like, "Here, take this." And then he's like, Lucas is like, "Dude, that's a flare gun." And then he uses the flare gun to save her.
That was so
It would've
funny,
been-
by the way.
Yeah, it was. That was, yeah.
I thought it was like a pistol shotgun, and Lucas was like, "Bro, she gave you a flare gun, dude."
So the way that when you know how Mike kept looking at Nancy there, and she's like, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
Right. That moment happened again, and I don't understand why Derek was looking at Mike like that. Why was he looking at Mike like that?
Because Derek had told Holly that he's best friends with Mike, and now he's like he thinks Mike is like the coolest person ever and wants to be
Oh,
best
I
friends
missed
with
all of
him.
that. When did Derek tell Holly that he was best friends with Mike?
When he was spying on Max and Holly in the woods in Volume 2.
Okay, so I must have missed that whole chunk there because I'm not gonna lie, I fast forwarded a lot of Max and Holly. Not gonna lie, a lot of it was like, do I really care about this? And I'm just gonna keep fast forwarding. So I shouldn't do that. I know it's dumb, but I do it all the time. I'm not gonna lie. When I get bored of shit, I'm like fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Like
Yeah.
I don't really care about little small talk between like Steve and Jonathan again. Like as soon as I was like, okay, they're buddies again. Nice. Let's get past this. So
Yeah.
but
But
okay.
that's why he was waving. He's like, "Hi."
Yeah, that's why I shouldn't
And
fast
Mike's
forward
like,
through things.
why are you?
Yeah, why are you
even-
looking at me? That was so funny.
Who are you?
It did make me laugh because I was like, what the hell's happening here? Why is Derek like waving at Mike? Like, what, did I miss something? And I did miss something. So, all right, now it's I know I'm gonna be pissed off because I feel like we forgot something here, but if you have anything else to mention it.
Oh, how did you like each character's like kind of ending?
Great. I think they did a great job. I have no complaints about that at all.
I think the one that threw me off, but it fits him so perfect, is Steve. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sex ed teacher
Sex ed and
and a
coach.
baseball
Yeah.
coach.
I think
Yeah.
Jonathan's was a little bit weird for him to be like, you know,
So
they kind of like poked fun
that
at him.
I think that so he went to NYU for film school, and that was mentioned in season
I
1.
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
I just
think
mean the way
that's
that
why
they
they
kind of
did
like
it.
poke fun at him. It would have been nice if he's like, dude, I'm writing a script, like a really good one, and they're like,
Oh,
no
yeah.
way. You know what I mean? But I get it. It just added a layer of humor to that last scene. Gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you too, Mac. I kind of fast forwarded through that a little bit.
What?
Yeah, I gotta be real with you, dude. I honestly was like, okay, they're all good. He's a sex ed teacher and a coach, and she dropped out, and he's doing a movie, and Robin's doing whatever she was doing. I don't even remember. I was like, all right.
I don't
Boom,
think
boom,
they
boom,
even
boom.
mentioned it. I think she was
Mhm.
just going to college. That's
Yeah,
it,
maybe
I
you're right.
think.
I fast forwarded, and then right when I stopped fast forwarding, they were talking about like, let's meet up and write a movie or something. I remember.
Oh yeah.
That's where I
So they're
fast
meeting
forwarded from.
every month for the rest of their lives at Robin's weird uncle's house because it happens to be in Philadelphia, which is in the middle of where all of them are.
Nice, awesome. Not sad about fast forwarding through that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm okay with missing that. I just wanted to know what happened with the main group, dude. Like, they got invited to a
Oh,
party. Are they going to
such
the
a
party? Are
perfect
they not going to
ending.
the party? Like, what's happening here? And I fast forwarded right, and when I found out they were playing Dungeons and Dragons, I was like, they nailed it, dude. The show opens up with them playing Dungeons and Dragons, essentially, and it ends with it, essentially.
Yeah.
So, um,
Oh, and then putting their books away.
yeah.
Oh, it was perfect.
It's
I have
parts
no
that made you
complaints.
cry. Did you cry when Mike and Eleven had that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did too.
Any
That
part you think I cried, I definitely
you did.
cried.
Okay, okay.
This show, closing it out, I can't
Dude, and
even
you were
talk about
watching
it
with
on
a group
stream.
of
I'll
people
act-
too, dude. Did anyone tell you like,
Just my
okay,
no, just
stop
my
making...
girlfriend. Just my
Oh, okay,
girlfriend.
okay. I thought
She
you were
was
watching
like,
it with
"Are
your
you
other
okay?"
family members. She was
No,
asking, "Are you
no.
okay?"
I know better than that.
She's like, "Dude, are you good, man?"
Yeah,
This is
no.
like the 15th time.
I try not to like talk about why I cry because I'll probably start tearing up right now.
I know, dude. So will I. So let's not even go there. But I will
Yeah.
say that scene got me. I'm not gonna lie. That one definitely did, and a couple other ones did. But that's it, dude. I will say, dude, like the writing is just was perfect
It was
from beginning to
perfect.
end. I had a
Yeah.
few episodes I didn't like throughout the whole 5 seasons for sure, but it's a
Yeah.
small list of episodes, man. Like, as someone who watched Breaking Bad from beginning to end, which is in my opinion the greatest show of all time, I think this is right up there with that. I also watched
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, and this surpasses Game of Thrones in my opinion. It's not on Breaking Bad's level just because that writing was like perfect. There was no bad episodes in Breaking Bad. Literally, the worst episode in my opinion is like a rated an 8 out of 10. Whereas the Stranger Things, there's a couple on here that I would be like, these are
Like,
sixes, you know,
Yeah.
these are
yeah.
sixes. So, but all of that being said, I want to say I'm literally gonna give this last episode, 10 out of 10, 100% perfect,
I'm
no
gonna do.
issues that would lower the
Yeah.
rating for me. 10 out of 10, perfect. The last episode.
Let me go ahead and hit it with an 11 out of 10.
Yeah, nice, perfect, nice touch
Yeah.
there, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. No problem.
And then I'm gonna give this last season. I'm gonna rank this season. I'm gonna rate this season. I'd rate it about like a 8.5 out of 10. I think there's a few episodes in there that we didn't even need to be there. This could have been a 6-episode season or whatever, right? So I'm gonna give this probably an 8.6 out of 10. The whole last season, season 5, which ranks it. I think for me would rank it as third best season.
Third best season. I do. And this
Remember,
is
you're thinking of
biased.
this as a whole. Think of the
Yeah.
season as a whole. Don't just
Yeah.
be like, don't get blocked
I
by the
would
last
say
episode.
9.2.
That's good for you. I mean, that's fair for you. So that would put it what, your second best
9.2.
season or your first best season?
If I had to rank the seasons right now,
Let's do
and
it. Go.
this probably isn't like, this is like, what's it called? Recent ability biased.
Yeah,
something
it's
like
exactly yeah.
But
And also this is subject to change. You might in a month
yeah.
now change this.
I'm
opinion.
restarting it today. I'm starting season 1 too.
I wish I could, dude, but I looked it up and it's 56 hours of content.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I
I'm
will
gonna do-
eventually. I'll wait till another time when I'm sick because my sickness is
Yeah.
wearing off. But next time I'm sick, I'm binge watching Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But go on.
It's
Let's
just
hear
that comfort
your
This low key. Okay. You're gonna be very surprised.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sure I won't.
I've rewatched the seasons right before this season started,
Okay.
and I was waiting to tell you
Mm-hmm.
my rankings.
Okay.
For the longest time,
Uh,
I've I've loved season 3. I've loved the vibe,
yeah, that's my favorite season.
but I'm gonna put it at 5.
What? Dude! Dude, what are you talking about, man? What the hell are
Alright.
you doing?
I
How?
I don't. Okay, I
What
don't.
the Starcourt Mall hater now? What happened to you, dude?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad season.
Okay, go rank your
but-
seasons. Okay, number 5. What's number 4?
Okay. Number 4 is season 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is season 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is season 4. Number 1, season 5.
All right. Can you give me a reason why season 3 is not even close to your favorite? Why is it your most hated season? It's so good.
I'm not saying I hate
The
it.
vibe is fun. It's a fun
Oh
season.
yeah, 100%.
It's the funnest season for sure, dude. At least admit that.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's the funnest season. Like, if I want a good vibe, I'm watching that season 100%. But
Okay.
after watching it, season 2 has more of that like stuff that connects to the other
Yeah,
seasons.
it does. It does.
Season 3, I feel, was focused too much on the Russians.
Yeah, it was. It have nothing to do with
that-
anything anymore.
That literally could have take out the characters, put in Russians, and like 2 new characters. That could have been a spin-off.
Yeah, I agree. If you
The
took
only
out
thing,
took out that season altogether, the whole show would still make sense.
yeah, I feel like if you took the Russians out of season 3, it's a 3-episode season about how they're killing the mind flayer who got turned by rats. And I'm not saying that's bad, but the only thing the Russian storyline did for us was, put Hopper in Russia.
I think you're changing my opinion now too.
That after like going through it in my head, I don't know.
All right,
that's
I'm
the only
changing my
thing the Russian
ranking,
thing.
dude. Ready? Lock in.
Yeah.
Dude. The worst season out of 5 for me, at number 5, is season 2.
Yeah.
Second worst.
And that's fine.
Second worst season for me. I'm gonna have to put season 3 now. I'm gonna have to go. It's going from first
Yeah.
to last,
Yeah, no,
like Ricky
it
Bobby.
took me a
dude.
lot of. I was in
You're right.
rejection
You're right,
about
dude.
it.
You have to think about that. That season,
Yeah.
literally, you get introduced to the Mind Flayer. I think for the first time, right? In season 3.
When it came to the real world. By
Yeah.
the way,
Mhm.
I mean, the Russians still had some of the mind flare particles.
Yeah, but
after
remember
getting
that for
burned
a
out.
spin-off. That's good that you remember stuff like that for spin-offs, right?
Yeah.
That's good that I don't remember that, and now I'm happy that you pointed that out because you're right, dude. Like, what about the Russians, man? Right? They're that's gonna be that's gonna be something that's gonna be talked about in the spin-offs for sure. Because if they do a spin-off that's not like at least a little bit upside down and like themed with the bad guys we know, I'm not gonna care about it, dude. There needs to be some sort of, and I hope
Hey,
that they
you
do.
watch Stranger Things, you should watch this because this is connected to it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't want it to just be like this has nothing to do with Stranger Things at all. You know. I hope they do that for the rest of their careers as writers and directors or whatever they are.
Yeah. They're making a movie. I saw this in an interview. They're making a movie, but they still don't know what it's about. I don't know.
Yeah, I
but
seen that
apparently
interview
they're making
too.
a movie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really hope
they
it's a
were
good
saying they
movie.
can't talk
I
about
think-
it too, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a good movie. Anything they do, I don't know. They just prove themselves with Stranger Things that like you just
Yeah.
need to trust the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hang in there. We learned
Yeah.
that through volume 2 of season 5. So back to my ranking. At number 5, I am putting season 2. At number 4, I'm putting season 3. At number 3, I'm putting season 1 because, dude, how can you not love that freaking
yeah.
season, dude? Season
Yeah.
1 was great. I loved it. I think that's one I can go back and watch every year and just be like, this was so good, dude. Start of everything. Then I don't know, man. Do I season 4? Yeah, I'm gonna go season 4 then season 5. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you nailed it. I think you literally are right because think about it like this: season 4 was not better than season 5. Season 4 was,
No.
in my opinion, maybe even.
There are some there are some reasons I could find reasons to put season 1 over season
That's what I
4.
was about to say. It depends. You can ask me on a day, and I might change my opinion on that. But I
Yeah.
think you're right. This closing it off, even with the dog shit episodes, there was at least an episode and a half in the season I didn't like, and I thought was
yeah.
boring and unnecessary. And there's
Yeah.
way too many characters, so it was too much, man. Like that volume 2, there's too much characters talking about Holly and the kids and Vecna and Henry and 11. It's like, dude, isn't the show supposed to be about 11? Like, can we get a little bit more 11? Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's our ranking, and now it's time to rate. What do you rate Stranger Things as a whole? Did we rank the last season? I think we did. Right?
We did.
You said 9.2, and I said 8.6. So now, what do you rank Stranger Things as a show from beginning to end? You have, in my opinion, I'll go first. I'll let you think about it. In my opinion, I would give Stranger Things as from beginning to end about a 9.1, and again, that's second on my favorite shows, because I'm going to give Game of Thrones, even with the dog shit ending, an 8.9. That's in third place, and in first place, Breaking Bad, and also I also think that Squid Games would be on that list for me too. But anyway, I would put Breaking Bad at like a 9.5, almost perfection for beginning to end. But anyway, Stranger Things for me, a 9.1, 9.2, somewhere there.
This is gonna be. I'm biased,
Yes.
so I would say 10 out of 10. But since I'm gonna try my best not to be biased, I'm gonna give it, because there are a few episodes where I'm like, I could skip this and not miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
9.4, 9.5 ish.
Okay. Do you have any other shows that can you rate right now, just so I can understand what your scale is? Like, anything else you watched? Did you watch Squid Games?
I did.
Okay.
I watched the second season. Didn't care for it. Didn't like the ending.
Okay. So what would you give Squid Games? Like a 7.9?
I would still give it like an 8.3.
Okay, so that's fair then. A 9.5 or whatever you said for Stranger Things, high nines,
Yeah.
mid nines. That's fair. That makes logical sense to me, honestly. Okay. And that's it, guys. If there's anyone in the chat with any questions, ask away now, because we are pretty much done. We're gonna wrap it up. Logo, did you have anything you wanted to ask? What's up, Spammy Bot? Say, Logo.
Oh, there was. Let me find something.
Getting a little too emotional, Mac. Yeah, but this show, as Mac grew
some
up
of you
with
guys,
them.
some of you guys don't even know. So
Yeah.
I get why you look at me and you're like, why is he being so emotional? Totally understandable. But this show got me through so much. But I'm not gonna talk about it because then I'll get emotional.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't understand. Nikki, have you watched the 100 show? No, I don't know what that is. How has the Nikki been? And have any good dinners lately? I mean, yeah, see, I've been eating good dinners for sure, dude. And I've been good. It's nice to see you, say. I feel like we haven't talked in a while. What did you think about the new episode 8? We just talked about it and we both agreed it's perfection. 10 out of 10.
I would argue 100%. It's the best episode in the season.
For
in
sure.
the series.
In the series. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And also, it was like it was a movie. It wasn't even an episode. It was 2 hours.
Oh yeah, it was showed in movie theaters. If that tells you anything.
They confirmed the spinoff.
What?
Yeah, they did. They did confirm a spinoff, but we have no information about it.
But there are theories. Go back in the stream if you want to hear one.
Yeah, guys. If you're interested, if anyone's just coming to the stream a little bit later, go back and rewatch this. It's an hour, 49-minute stream from beginning till right now. We just talked about everything about the season, theories, what was right, what was wrong. Matt got a big theory right, so go back and watch that. Did you know the Mind Flayer is the spider, not a castle? I didn't know that. No, I was surprised when I seen that was a Mind Flayer. But and what bring the Mind Flayer back to life again, Mac? I don't remember.
It was the kids being in there, I believe. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I do a lot of rewatching to make sure I get all my details right. But
yeah, because out of nowhere, it just literally came back to life. I don't remember why.
When it started going again.
Yeah. Why did it just start going again? Yeah.
I think because the kids are still in there. I think that when Henry faced his fears, and when he came to the realization that oh no, I chose this. Like this is me. Like I have no rejection, and I'm gonna like fully like he might have been in denial, but when he saw that, he's like, no, this was all me.
Yeah,
I'm in this. I chose this, so I'm gonna own up to it, and that's
that's what
how
made it
he
happen.
kind of
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice. I think that's a good theory. Did you know? Or oh, sorry, we got Nikki. There was no deaths. Nikki, where were they? I think we talked about this already. Logo. They didn't need deaths, dude. It turned out
It didn't
great.
really add anything. Now that I'm thinking about it, it didn't. It wouldn't have added anything.
Exactly. Honestly,
The
them
only
not
thing
them not
that
having deaths and
yeah
telling and I was thinking there was going to be so many deaths made this even better because there's so many intense moments where you're like, this is when it happens. No, 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 and it didn't happen, and you were like, thank God. Why did we want deaths anyway? Why did I want Steve and Dustin to die? Well, I didn't want them to, but I was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen,
yeah.
dude. I'm
The
happy.
only
it didn't.
death that could have progressed the story for a
Yeah,
reason would have been Will.
I agree.
That's the only
I
like
agree.
it.
I
If they
think that
killed off Steve, like what does that add?
you know
Literally
what?
not other
Listen,
than like
another thing that bothered me, dude, and I want to mention this because we are running out of time here. I do want to mention this quickly. Is that, dude? Okay, so 11 and Kali didn't want to live because they have Vecna's blood in them or whatever, right?
yeah
But what about Will? What about the other freaking 12 kids now, man?
yeah
There's 12 kids with superpowers now. Are we gonna forget about that? Right? What do
yeah
those superpowers disappear because the upside down's closed?
yeah. I don't know. There's
So
a few open ended things that I
that
gotta
that
go
right
back
there
and
is
just
true though,
rewatch.
dude. Am I wrong? Doesn't Will still have his powers, or are they gone now?
So I think Will doesn't have his powers because it was heavily
Get off of
highlighted
Vecna.
that he was siphoning them from Vecna, and now that Vecna's gone, he has nothing to
So that means
siphon
none of those kids would
through.
either have powers either.
Yeah, I don't think
So
so.
what was he pumping in their mouth, bro? I swear that was he's pumping some sort of goo in them.
I think it was the mind flare particles they were pumping into him, so they can help move and energize.
And now that there's no
the,
mind flare, maybe
yeah.
you're right. I don't. I like my theory better that that all of them still have powers, and we're gonna see more spin-off shows like this.
I really hope, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but I hope none of those actors allow Netflix to pay them an amount of money to do a series directly connected to Stranger Things that's like a 30-year time skip. I don't think that would end good. I think how Stranger Things ended, all those characters, their chapters are closed. I really hope Netflix somehow doesn't I hope they just stay away from Stranger Things. It's perfect. And they would ruin it if they added on to it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we're gonna see that in like 10 years from now. So
Yeah. When
you
they're
can't
like
your hopes and dreams or whatever of that not happening are wrong because that's gonna happen, guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time, and maybe they'll just remake it again in 15 years from now, right?
yeah.
But
Honestly,
like,
I
look,
can see that. Like
it's
a
happening
remake
right now with Harry Potter. They're remaking all of the Harry
Oh,
Potters into a
jeez.
TV show. So
Yeah.
it is done by HBO, which I like. HBO does everything with an adult, tint
Yeah.
to it. So I think watching a Harry Potter thing about told the story told again from beginning to end with more of an
Mhm.
adult thing would be good. Maybe they'll do that with Stranger Things. I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. And let's actually read this last one. Any predictions when we will see a trailer or teaser trailer for a spin-off series? I would say within the next 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years is a good thing. I don't even think. Listen, they have plans for one. They haven't even started shooting. They have nothing to give us, and
Yeah.
it took them 3 years to get a trailer for Stranger Things season 5 out. So I don't expect the spinoff to even have scenes, or I bet they don't even have actors for or actresses for the spinoff yet. I think they have a foundation of what they want to do.
Do you think we
That's
need
it, though.
spin-offs? Yeah, for sure. They definitely need spin-offs. This
With
world that
as
they
much-
created, they created a huge epic world with so many cool options, and why would you just throw it away and never use it again? That'd be
Yeah.
stupid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I don't know. 15 years? No, 5 years. Within the next 5 years. Oh, you're talking about something else, yeah. So I think that yeah, why would you do that? Why would you create this huge epic sandbox of dope things you can work with and then just be like, that's it, we're never gonna use this again, right? But it's all about doing it right, obviously. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like again, I hate to keep going back to Breaking Bad, but they did it right. They did their spin-off show was Better Call Saul. It was about the lawyer in Breaking Bad, and they gave him a whole 5-season episode that ended up being like highly rated and loved. So maybe they'll do that. Maybe they'll just take a character that we knew And they'll just do a prequel, you know.
I'll tell you what though.
Hmm.
One this is I don't think this would happen, but if there was a perfect time and place to show a trailer or tease what it's even going to look like and the name and what it's about would be the premiere of the animated show.
Hmm.
That's the
Well,
only
that's
way.
coming out this year, isn't it?
Next year I think.
I thought it was
So maybe
2026.
not.
Let me
Oh
just
wait,
ask.
yeah, it is 2026. Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
I
January
forgot.
1st. I mean, I
Yeah,
can
I
ask
forgot.
Google quick. Do you know the name of it?
Stranger Things 83.
Okay, Google. When is Stranger Things 83, the animated series, coming out? Is there a release date yet? Let's see. I don't think 85. Tales from 85. There's no release date, but it just says 2026. It'll be released on Netflix. So this year.
Yeah.
All right. And that's it, guys. Listen, this is going to wrap it up. We will never, ever be able to do a Stranger Things review again. It's over. It's sad to say that this chapter is closing, but there will be new chapters opening in that world eventually that we will be here for. This year, actually, the 2026 one. Mac, is there anything you'd like to say? Any farewell messages?
I believe.
Nice. All right. Last message. Okay, I'm gonna read this and then we're done, guys. I rate the entire show of Stranger Things season 1. Wait, 1 season 4, 2 season 1, 3 season 2, 4 season 3, and 5 season 5. Okay. I haven't watched the entire. Okay, Skojo, nice. That's a pretty good ranking. Putting season 5 as your worst season definitely makes a lot of sense, dude. Definitely, for sure. That is literally the craziest thing you've probably ever said. You put season 5 as the worst season. Kojo, did you not watch it? Anyway, okay, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys check out Spider-Man the Legend. We'll see you guys when I see you. Peace, boys.
Nikki, guess